Frank Amedia here. On November 8th, we had the kingdom shift with the election. And as many of you know, way back in 2015, I prophesied that God was giving a breaker anointing to Mr. Trump. And then, of course, I prophesied thereafter that he would win the Republican nomination. And then I came forward with the Haman would hang on its gallows prophecy and vision, which was in September into October. And then we know on November 8th, that fateful night, that 3 o'clock in the morning, finally, the election was over. And indeed, all of that which had been determined to hang what our conservative principles were, and many of our Christian principles, was actually hung on its own gallows. The Lord had mentioned to me that there would be a new assignment. And He told me this weeks and weeks before the election. And He said He would tell me it on November 9th. So I was very anxious at 3 o'clock in the morning when finally these election results were determined. And at 3:30 a.m., God was faithful, November 9th. And He spoke to me, POTUS SHIELD. And He showed me the vision of a dome being not only covering a spiritual dome, the president and the executive branch, but He said it would shift into the other branches of the government. And that in so doing, that this assignment would be ours to be a strike force, a spiritual strike force, not only lifting up an atmosphere as a dome of sphere of influence and spiritual protection over those that the Lord assigns us to, but also to be a spearhead, to make a way and to prepare a way, even as God is determined there to be a kingdom shift. And as I asked the Lord how this would happen and what would happen, He said to me this. He said, write the visions on a tablet, make them very clear. And then He said, I want you to reaffirm as a nation, as a covenant with me of one nation under God, and then I will change the laws of the land. So what we're doing in POTUS SHIELD is being dutiful and faithful to take this regionally and then finally to Philadelphia. And so the next POTUS SHIELD, we had the inaugural convocation in Washington, D.C., and the next one is in Ohio, because as the prophecy has come out, Ohio is the heartland, the heartbeat, if you will, for the revival to break forth. We had Revival 1 here last year, and now this year we're coming together, many great faith leaders, prophetic, apostolic people of God coming together to seek the Lord on March 9th, 10th, and 11th, and to release on the 11th, which is Purim, the declarations and decrees to continue to propel us into this kingdom shift. So I want to invite you to join us. The alarm is sounded. Wherever you're at, you want to come because we share things that we don't stream on the internet that are very sensitive spiritually and strategically. And those things that God is giving us, that He's giving me, and that is funneling through the other prophetic and apostolic voices have already proven to be true. We will share many of those with you. And in a subsequent video, I'm going to share with you what God is doing in our court system and how He will change the laws. So please do join us here for POTUS SHIELD, Heartbeat, Ohio. March 9th is our prophetic evening service, and we're going to be honoring Alveda King. And March 10th, many of the people you know, Rick Joyner, Lou Engle, tremendous people of God, General Jerry Boykin, Harry Jackson, Clarence McClendon. I'm not sure if Lance Wallnall can make it yet. I know Cindy Jacobs will be traveling. Tremendous people of God joining us here as we move forward as a spearhead to break through and to continue to prepare the way. I hope to see you here. Also, go to the website that you see on the screen, write in, check in with POTUS SHIELD, become a member, and as a member and a Gold Shield member, I'm going to be able to share very sensitive things with you that I know you're going to keep in confidence with us even as we continue to pray. God bless you, and God bless America.